Episode number 115 of the Cortex Labs Nootropics Podcast. I am your host, Ryan Michael Bell. Thanks so much for listening, guys. We're going to talk about Fasoracetam and an unusual use of it. Basically, one of the best sleep strategies for nootropics there is for certain people. I want to explain that and kind of break down the scenario, what their brains are like, and how they're responding to Fasoracetam for sleep, and maybe kind of make that suggestion in replacement if ashwagandha and rhodiola and glycine and the normal recommendations that we make don't work for that product. We ran a bunch of Black Friday and Cyber Monday specials. Thank you so much for those of you that bought product through Cyber Week. Those specials are now over. However, we basically took the prices back to everything sort of near where they were, but they're still actually discounted. So number one, the Cortex stack. For those of you who don't know, we've got a powerful pre-made stack. Cortex is just like an everything stack. It's like if you want motivation, mental energy, productive drive, mood, verbal fluency, you got to get a bottle of Cortex. This stuff is just strong. Right now, $31 a bottle at livecortex.com. And look, that's cheaper than most other pre-made stacks that are out there. In the eyes of our users, it works better. Snag a bottle of Cortex right now, livecortex.com. The Smarter, Better, Faster audiobook, which is such a comprehensive, awesome product. It's like the product I'm most proud of. An interactive page-turning version of Smarter, Better, Faster, our book that teaches you everything about nootropics, gives you awesome stacks with everything you can think of. That is somewhere around $30. It's 30 even at livecortex.com. Powerful product, interactive audiobook on Smarter, Better, Faster. Get that at livecortex.com. Our nootropics consulting is like $70, 40-minute call with me, 15 follow-up email correspondences. We will help you formulate stacks. For those of you that are executives, by the way, we just started talking about this more. We've been selling these, and these packages have been used for eons by venture capitalists and entrepreneurs in Silicon Valley and business people. But basically, here's the deal. We got a 3.5-month package. It's unlimited calls, unlimited emails. We formulate stacks for you, and we ship them to you. It's like hands off, man. I mean, we get you perfect stacks that work for you to amp your productivity up in business for elite business folks. The 3.5-month package right now is $2,200. Very, very cheap at livecortex.com. Normally $3,000. And then the 6th-month package is about $4,800. You can get that stuff at livecortex.com. Last thing, if you're a guy and need to raise your testosterone, I mean, there's nothing better than the testosterone protocol. We found everything that works and put it together. And we're not talking about maca root, and we're not talking about tribulus, and we're not talking about cordyceps. We're talking about crazy things like 660 nanometer infrared red lights, high-dose Sustancia, a bunch of other things that really amp up testosterone. Get the Viking Testosterone Protocol at livecortex.com. So, Fasoracetam for sleep. Listen, usually people use Fasoracetam to focus. It's very cool, calm focus, 5 to 15 milligrams and you're in. It's been demonstrated to, at least that we know of, do two things. And one, upregulate GABA B receptors. And the other thing is that, I guess there's some speculation, and there's a study that basically does demonstrate that it creates more GABA receptors in general. It just creates more GABA receptors. And that is a substantial thing to do, especially for folks recovering from alcoholism, especially from folks recovering from consuming benzodiazepines for quite some time, and generally helpful for people that just want to have less stress. So we use Fasoracetam in conjunction with, some other stimulant racetams and get some productivity. We use it by itself to get focus. We can take it with L-cartheocrine to get a good stimulation and a background calm for productivity. But what isn't talked about enough, what I've been discovering and kind of just wanting to accumulate more anecdotals of it so we can actually do a podcast on it, to tell people, because that's kind of what we do. It's like, it's got to be proven. Folks have to use it. Folks have to benefit from it. A large number of folks have to sort of get the same thing for us to talk about it in a way that it does this result. A lot of people are using it to sleep. Okay, so I want to give you a particular example of somebody who was taking, one of the classes of benzos for quite some time, and slowly tapered off just because he thought it wasn't a good idea, and could not sleep. It just could not sleep well, was not sleeping well, and brought in Fasoracetam, and then finally could sleep. There are other people that haven't been taking benzodiazepines for a while. One who is essentially a recovering alcoholic, but it's like the quantity of alcohol that this person consumed wasn't really that much, but they did drink kind of every day, and it's not like they were getting roasted every day or something, but a bottle or two of wine pretty much every day. And this person backed off alcohol, was like, this isn't for me, I don't want to do this for the rest of my life. and was having issues sleeping, and Fasoracetam basically solved the problem. Then we have another person, and we'll get to doses and everything in just a second. Another person who has none of those things, but just sort of has trouble sleeping, started taking Fasoracetam at night before bed in a very particular dose. All the doses are the same for these folks, and now sleeps like a baby, wakes up refreshed, feels better. It's like hormone profile is getting better because he's sleeping better taking Fasoracetam. Okay, so let's talk about the dose. This is where I think a lot of folks are going to be like, whoa. Because what I found in all these people, and in other people that I'm suggesting it to, in fact, I've even tried it, and it made me sleep pretty good. I felt a little groggy waking up, but, maybe I got to alter the dose a little bit. What folks are doing is taking about 40 milligrams of Fasoracetam, okay, an hour before bed, and then drifting gently to sleep, and then sleeping all night. If they wake up to pee, okay, but they're right back to sleep. And waking up even earlier than they typically wake up because they got better quality sleep with 40 freaking milligrams of Fasoracetam. You wake up earlier and you kind of like, sun comes out and you're like, you know what? If you slept thoroughly throughout the night and deeply, you want to wake up earlier. So folks that normally wake up 8, 9 o'clock, they're waking up 7:30 in the morning, sun's coming out, they're ready to go because they slept wonderfully. So the dose, that's just like an elephant in the room that we kind of just glossed over. 40 whole milligrams of Fasoracetam. For performance benefits, people are really taking 5 to 20 milligrams of Fasoracetam, sometimes by itself, sometimes stacking it with other things. But in every one of these cases of people that are either recovering from benzo use or recovering alcoholics or just people that have an issue sleeping, and none of the other things will work, because believe me, we've tried all this other stuff. A gram of ashwagandha, 3 grams glycine, 400 milligrams of theanine. Fasoracetam is working in large doses. So basically what people are doing is like an hour before bed, starting to relax, getting into bed, taking 40 milligrams Fasoracetam, and then, falling asleep within an hour or so, and just sleeping restoratively throughout the night. And in fact, a lot of folks are actually reporting better brain performance the next day. They might take a nootropic stack to sort of get to work and drink coffee, and they're reporting more productivity and better performance in those instances from those nootropics as a result of sleeping better, which is a prominent thing. It's like if folks understand that there's so many different things that can make you respond better to nootropics. We've got some nootropics consulting folks that are just like heavy hitting, hard charging business people that are only allowing themselves to sleep like 4.5, 5 hours a night. They're like just like hardcore entrepreneurs from Silicon Valley, like sleep is for the weak and I got to get up and crush my to-do list. And those folks, though they're benefiting from nootropics for sure, it's like once you start sleeping more, you benefit more from nootropics. So let me just break this down and do a little bit of recap. We've got folks that are taking 40 milligrams Fasoracetam before sleep, for sleep, something we've really never suggested and something that doesn't get talked about because it's typically for performance and maybe just for recovering GABA receptors. Going to sleep easily, gently falling into sleep, and staying in deep restorative sleep throughout the night, so much so that they wake up earlier, they're more productive throughout the day and feel better, and they're responding better to their nootropic stack the following day. You got a lot of people whose lives are basically changed for this, because if you're going for a stint with not a lot of sleep and your sleep is not as functional as it could be, and then you fix whatever the problem is, whether it's like reflux or anxiety or, in some of these cases, alcohol withdrawal or benzo withdrawal or stress, and then you fix it and start sleeping, you feel different. You wake up and your brain sort of has a little bit of that modafinil feeling where all of it is awake and there's no gunk and inhibition preventing you from being yourself and being productive. Okay, so I just want to make that official recommendation now that we have enough data and we have enough people that are out there doing it. I would say 20 to 40 milligrams of Fasoracetam. Experiment with 20 first, see where you're at. Move up to 30 thereafter if you need to. And if you absolutely have to, move up to 40 and see if it helps you sleep better. As far as anyone can tell, there is no real issue with taking it pretty much every day. Fasoracetam is not liver toxic. It's a safe chemical. And all it's really doing is helping the GABAergic system to function better. So for those of you that have expended everything, that have exhausted every option, and none of this stuff is working, and you're still not sleeping well, try Fasoracetam and see what you think. Because so far, in a considerable amount of people, not only those profiles that I talked about, but just like regular folks who are having stress and problems sleeping, just like never could sleep, Fasoracetam is helping them sleep. And it blows my mind completely, because it's just like never something we've ever suggested. Because it's like, you see, there's so much more to be elucidated in nootropics, and especially when you're consulting people and getting to see what people are doing. It's like, it's nuts. It was always for focus. It was always to kind of calm you down. But 20 to 40 milligrams to get you sleeping better and supercharge your brain for the next day and start to heal ailments and get your hormones working again. Pretty awesome. Fasoracetam is an incredible compound. 20 to 40 milligrams an hour before bed, and see how you sleep. If it works, the stuff is pretty cheap. Nootropics Depot sell it at, it's like, I don't know, $18-19 for a bunch of capsules at 20 milligrams. It's not that expensive at all. It is readily available, and it is a powerful compound. Fasoracetam for the win for freaking sleep. Who would have known? Thanks so much for listening, everybody. Remember, the Cortex stack right now, $31. Thanks so much for everyone that bought product for Black Friday, Cyber Week. We sold a lot of product throughout that time. Thanks for everybody that bought buy one, get one free. We'll be running those specials again soon. You guys know that. But for now, Cortex is $31. If you want a discount, you could always use the coupon code 5, FIVE at livecortex.com. It takes $5 off of the price on the Cortex stack. Order one, order two, order a couple. The Cortex double stack is $48 right now. So you're talking about a bottle for $24 if you buy two. $48 for the Cortex double stack. That's 2 bottles of Cortex. Livecortex.com. Powerful mental energy, verbal fluency, productive drive, mood stack. Smarter, Better, Faster audio. You guys know the deal. If you didn't know, launch. It's the audio version of Smarter, Better, Faster. It is a powerful product. Video interactive, page-turning version of Smarter, Better, Faster. Me reading the audio book of Smarter, Better, Faster in the background. It's super awesome. Get that at livecortex.com right now. That's $30. You could always use the coupon code 5, FIVE, take it down to 25. If you're a guy and you need to boost testosterone, again, like we talked about in the beginning, like I've tried everything. I tried high-dose maca root. I tried high-dose tribulus. I tried high-dose cordyceps. I've tried all kinds of research chemicals. I've basically tried everything. I've tried, transdermal DHEA cream, and things are effective to a degree, but you've got to stack everything together. And I'm not talking about stacking tribulus and maca root. I'm just talking about stacking a bunch of other things, chemicals that upregulate testicular enzymes to facilitate steroidogenesis to produce testosterone, and a bunch of other things. That is the basis of the Viking testosterone protocol, and you can get that at livecortex.com. If you need my help on formulating stacks for you, get the 40-minute call with me, 15 follow BMO correspondences. It's like around $60 or $70 right now. A useful service if you're an executive or a business person and need more comprehensive elite-level nootropics consulting. We do this for the Fortune 500. Get that at livecortex.com. Go to the homepage. There's two options. You could either get 3.5 months where we formulate stacks for you and ship them to you. Unlimited emails, unlimited calls to help dial them in. That's $2,200 right now. Normally $3,000. Or if you want to go the whole 6 months, like a lot of people do, and just like know that Cortex Labs and me personally are there with you for a half a year to get everything perfect, get the 6-month package. That is $4,800 at livecortex.com. Unlimited calls, unlimited emails for 6 months, and for the whole 6 months, us formulating and shipping you nootropic stacks, custom, awesome nootropic stacks to dial your performance in. Do all that at livecortex.com. Thanks so much for listening, everybody. We'll talk to you next time.